my name is Jazz and welcome to my channel. Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. So happy and excited to have you here today, and for today's video I'm going to share with you 3 new DIYs that I made. Extremely simple, easy, and budget friendly using Dollar Tree items and things that I have around my home. And like I said, these DIYs are extremely budget friendly but with a high-end look, and I really love making these DIYs, and I hope that you like all these ideas. So please, if you do, give me a big thumbs up. That really helps to support my channel, and make sure that you are subscribed and that you hit the bell to get notified every single time that I upload a new video. And remember to follow me on all my social media pages, my webpage JAZOMY.com, and my other channel JAZOMY Home. All the links are going to be in the description box of this video and every single video. And yeah, let's get started with these DIYs. For this project, I'm going to be using these heart grapevines that are new in Dollar Tree, and I really love them. So many people are doing garlands with these hearts and they turn out great. I decided to do something a little bit different. I'm going to be making a wreath, and I'm going to need about 2 packages and a half. I need a total of 12 hearts, and I'm going to be putting 6, making like a circle, and then I'm going to be putting the other ones in opposite directions in between each one of the hearts that I already put, and I'm going to accommodate them to make sure that I like how they look. Once I like how they look, I'm going to be sticking them together, and for that I use hot glue, and I add some small dots of glue between the hearts. But I highly recommend, guys, to use maybe hot glue but combine it with another glue like E6000 glue that is a little bit more stronger, to make sure that your wreath is going to stay together. Once I was done, this is how my wreath look, and I'm in love how it looks already. You can add color or flowers in your wreath if you want. I decided to keep it simple and just add a ribbon that I get from Dollar Tree. I cut a small piece and I glue it to be able to hang my wreath from a door, from a window, or from my wall. Once I was done, this is how my wreath looks, and I really like it. It was super simple to do and budget friendly. I only used like 2.5 packages from these grapevine hearts, and I really like it. It turned out amazing. For the next project, I'm going to be using these heart containers that I get from Dollar Tree. You can use these to add some candies inside and a cute ribbon with a Valentine's Day card. But I have an idea to make something really cool, and first I'm going to be adding some hot glue to make sure that my hearts are going to stay together. I did the same with all the hearts, and just making sure not have a mess of glue. Once I have all the hearts stick together, I'm going to be putting these in like a piece of wire to be able to hang them and paint them. And for the paint, I'm going to be using this spray paint in Matte River Rock color. I really love this color, and I just spray paint all of them and let them dry. Once they are dry, this is how they look, and like I said, I really love the color. It turned out beautiful. And what I'm going to be doing is to add a small piece of twine on the top where they have the small hole, and basically I'm going to like make a knot on each one of the hearts. Once all of the hearts have a piece of twine, I'm going to be using these beads garland that I made. You can get these beads from so many stores or Amazon. I'm going to leave you a link of the ones that I always get and are on a good price. So what I'm going to be doing now is to basically put my hearts attached to the beads garland. I'm going to be using only 3 hearts because the garland that I'm doing is pretty small, and I'm going to attach them to my beads garland, leaving the same separation space between each one. Once I was done, I decided that the ends of the garland need something else. So I'm going to be using the same twine from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to be making 2 tassels to be able to attach them to each end of my garland. Once I did my 2 tassels, like I said, I'm going to be attaching them to each end of the garland. This is going to add a really nice touch to the garland that I'm making, and it is pretty simple and I really like it. I have an idea to make tassels and add them on the bottom of each of the hearts, but because my garland is too small, I was thinking that maybe that can be too much, so I decided to put just 1 on each end, and this is how my project turned out. I hang my garland to a shelf that I have, and the other 2 beads garland that you see, I already have them. So this is how the project looked, and it was super simple to make, and I love how it turned out. The Be Mine sign is a DIY that I made in another video, and the basket is from Amazon. I'm going to be leaving you all the links in the description box. For this next project, I'm going to be using these wooden hearts that I get from Dollar Tree. I'm going to be using 1 package that brings 8 and another one of these ones that have a different design because I need a total of 9 hearts. And these hearts have a hole on the top, but I need them to have 2 holes. So I'm going to be using my drill, and I'm going to be making a small hole on the bottom of each one of the hearts. And then I'm going to be sanding that part to make sure that it looks nice and smooth. And I did the same with the 9 hearts that I have. Once all the hearts has 2 small holes, I'm going to be painting them. And first I'm going to be painting 2 of the hearts with this Rarely wax in clear color. This is just going to protect my wood, and it's going to make that the natural wood color pop out a little bit more. Then for the next 2 hearts, I'm going to be using my Rarely wax in antique color, and I'm going to be painting these 2 and let them dry. For the next 2 hearts, I'm going to be using my Rarely chalk paint in mineral color. I really love this color. So what I did was to just paint 2 of the hearts, and then if you want, you can add a little bit of wax, and that is going to add dimension to my hearts. for the other hearts, I'm going to be using my special walnut stain. I paint them outside and this is how they look. And for the last heart that has all the designs, I'm going to be using a pink color that is going to pop out from the other wooden tones. Just to make your life a little bit easier, you can use these type of heat tools. Works amazing to dry your paint so much faster. So I'm going to leave you the link of the one that I'm using in the description box. Okay, now I'm going to be using more twine, and I cut 3 long pieces, and I'm going to be basically putting the hearts into the piece of twine, and I made 3 sets of 3 hearts each one. So now I need to have a wooden frame for this project, and I'm going to be using this wooden stick. I have it at home, but it's from Home Depot, super inexpensive, and I'm going to be cutting 4 pieces with a 45-degree angles, and each of the pieces are 20 inches long. Once I cut all my sticks, I'm going to be sanding them just to make them smoother. Now I'm going to be painting them, and I really like to use my special walnut stain, so that's what I did. I used that color and I stained each one of the sticks, and then I let them dry. Once they're dry, I'm going to be gluing them together. I form my frame, and then to glue them, I'm going to be using wooden glue, and I add glue on each side, and I glue them together. And just to reinforce these, I'm going to be using my stapler, and I add some staples on each side. Once you put the staples, you need to add some weight on top of this frame and let it dry for a couple hours. And once it dries, this is how it's going to be looking. Now I'm going to be marking the center of my frame to be able to put the piece of twine with the hearts, and make sure that the first one is in the center and the rest of the pieces has the same separation space between each one. To glue them, you can use hot glue, but you need to make sure that they're going to stay strong. So first I make like a small knot on each end of the twine, then you can add the hot glue or the staples, and that way they are going to stay strong. Now that I put all the pieces of twine with the hearts, I'm going to accommodate the hearts how I want them to be and in the same level to make sure that they are going to look nice. And then I'm going to add hot glue on the back side of each heart just to make sure that they are not going anywhere. And the final touch is going to be add a tooth hanger on the back side to be able to hang our frame. Once I was done, this is how my project turned out, and I really like it. I love how it looks. It has a high-end look, and it was using just these wooden hearts from Dollar Tree, and you can make a frame if you want. You can use an older frame that you have already at home or one that you can get from Dollar Tree. It is a super easy DIY that you can do at home and budget friendly, and I really hope that you like and enjoy all these DIYs and ideas, and that you can get inspired. And if you do, please give me a big thumbs up. That really helps to support my channel. And make sure that you comment down below. I really want to know which of these projects was your favorite. I think mine was your frame. I love how it turned out, but let me know your favorite in the comments. And make sure that you are subscribed, that you hit the bell, and that you share this video with friends and family. Thank you so much for all the love and support, and remember to follow me on all my social media pages, my webpage. I have a new post, so make sure that you check that in the description box. And yeah, see you on my next video. Mwah. Bye guys.